There are warnings that come with noise, and there are warnings that come in silence. This is the story of a watchman who saw the fall before the trumpet ever sounded. High above the city wall, where the torches flickered against ancient stone, stood a watchman. Night after night his task was simple: to watch, to listen, to stay awake while others slept. The city below him was peaceful. Lamps glowed softly through open windows. Children slept. Merchants rested. No sound of war, no sign of danger. Yet, on one particular night, something changed. Not in the city, not in the sky, but within the watchman's spirit. He leaned forward, eyes fixed on the horizon. At first, there was nothing. No armies, no dust clouds, no movement. But then, a heaviness settled in his chest, a quiet knowing, a warning without words, the kind of warning that doesn't shout, it presses. The watchman blinked. He questioned himself. Perhaps I am tired. Perhaps it is only the night playing tricks on my eyes. After all, how could danger be near when everything looked calm? The city trusted peace more than vigilance, and peace can be deceiving. Scripture says in Habakkuk 2:1, I will stand my watch and set myself on the rampart and watch to see what he will say to me. That night, the watchman stood exactly there, on the rampart, watching, but what he saw was not with his eyes. A decision pressed on him. Should he sound the trumpet? If he did, the city would wake in confusion. People would ask questions. Leaders would demand proof. Some would mock him. And if nothing happened, he would be remembered as the watchman who cried danger when there was none. So, he waited. Minutes passed. The heaviness did not leave. Instead, it grew, like a shadow stretching across his thoughts. He gripped the trumpet. His hand trembled. Below him, the city slept peacefully, and the watchman chose silence. Hours later, the horizon changed. Not suddenly, not dramatically, just subtly. A faint movement, a distortion in the darkness. By the time the threat became visible, it was already close. Too close. The watchman raised the trumpet, but his heart sank. The warning that should have come early now came late. The trumpet sounded, sharp, urgent, desperate, but the city awoke in confusion, not preparation. Doors slammed open, voices cried out. Fear replaced peace. Scripture says in Ezekiel 33:6, if the watchman sees the sword coming and does not blow the trumpet, and the people are not warned, their blood I will require at the watchman's hand. That night, the watchman remembered those words. The enemy breached the gates. Chaos followed, not because the watchman never saw danger, but because he delayed the warning. After the dust settled, after the cries faded, the watchman stood alone again on the wall. The city was changed, and so was he. He realized something painful. God does not always warn loudly. Sometimes he whispers. Sometimes he presses truth into the spirit long before evidence appears. And the responsibility of the watchman is not to wait for proof, but to obey the warning. This story is not just about ancient walls. It is about us. There are moments when God shows us something early, a relationship that will collapse, a path that leads to loss, a decision that looks harmless, but isn't. At first, everything seems calm, no sign of danger, no reason to speak up. But the warning comes anyway, quiet, persistent, uncomfortable. And like the watchman, we face a choice. Do we speak, or do we stay silent? Do we act, or do we wait until it's obvious? Delayed obedience often looks like wisdom, until it's too late. The watchman learned that being right later does not undo the cost of silence now. If you are watching this, perhaps you are standing on a wall of your own. You see something others don't. You sense a warning before evidence appears. Do not ignore it. Because sometimes the fall does not come suddenly. It comes quietly, after the warning was delayed. Blessed is the watchman who obeys the warning before the trumpet is required.